Welcome everybody to Minor League Esports. It's time for some Premier League action. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. My name is Grant, CFO, and alongside me in the booth today, we have the real Mobags. How are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing well. I am the real Mobags, and you are right. We definitely have a very exciting match tonight. We've got the Lightning and the Eclipse coming out of the Premier League. So definitely, I know we all say this, but definitely going to be some high-octane action coming our way very shortly here.
Oh, for sure. I've gotten the chance to already watch Vitaly before. What a player we have. And then Adocad on the teammate side for Eclipse. And then on the opposite end of the field, we have Lightning. And I believe we have Wakitka and Skina ready to play. So tell us a little bit about what we're going to see here tonight. What are the stakes? What's on the line, if anything at all, Mobags?
I can't exactly say off the bat what the stakes are going to be. Lightning are pretty far out of playoff contention at this point in the game. I would need somebody else a little bit better at math at the moment to tell me if they've got an opportunity to. However, they can knock off the Eclipse, who are definitely division rivals of theirs, and I don't know if the rivalry between these teams runs deep, but they definitely have an opportunity to put a little thorn in the side of the Eclipse on their way out of the playoff contention here. So maybe we'll see a little bit of that, but other than that, I think that the Eclipse just need to sort of coast their way through to this victory, or in the playoff run here. I don't think they're going to get knocked out by the Lightning or anybody else for that matter. Maybe the Foxes can catch them, but it looks pretty good for them, and I think the Eclipse are definitely going to be the team that has everything to sort of lose here. They're going to be the ones that are the favorites.
Yeah, for sure. We've got such a great match lined up. Both of these teams so well-versed, and there's a reason that all these players belong in Premier League. But looks like Vitaly going to wait this one out from Wakitka, who's taking this one up high. It's going to be an easy save. Vitaly eating those ones for breakfast. Adocad comes out with a whip, and Skina puts it back in, but Wakitka nowhere to be found. Otto puts that one up. Wakitka trying to fake out Vitaly here, but he goes to the left side, and Adocad is going to try to pull this one around. They do so successfully. Doesn't get the 50 with Wakit, but Vitaly is on the race back. It's set up a pass to Skina, and it goes up high, unfortunately, but great pressure so far from the Lightning.
Yeah, great pressure. The Eclipse haven't even gotten a counterattack started yet, and they're going to get scored on here. Lightning opening up the scoring, kind of really just doing the opposite of what I said was going to be the case here. The Eclipse seeming to be on the back foot for the beginning minute of this whole game. Yeah,
Vitaly was just caught a little bit awkward there, maybe a little backwards as well, and it caused them to be pushed up too far, and the ball just goes right past some great capitalization on a mistake by the Lightning. But Wakit kind of faked out their teammate there with Skina, but they don't make this save. It could be a pass over to the Eclipse, but it's blocked away. Another good clear downfield, and it looks like Lightning are already back on it, but Addo pretty quick to take this one out. Goes down to Skina, who bangs it away. It could be a breakaway as well, maybe a Doomsday Dish in store, but no boost to work with. Vitaly gets the clear on the way down, and boost is going to be stolen from them. Skina still trying to make work with this ball. Takes it over the top one, blocked by the second, and Wakit plays back in up high to the backboard. And it's blocked by Vitaly. Great job keeping the pressure off for now. Are the Eclipse, but it's still a dunk. They've got to get out of their half, or they risk going down 2-0, but they do get the clear done, not for long.
Yeah, and this is really not something that I expected to see. A slow start from the Eclipse. These two players on the team, Adocad and Vitaly, have been in the MLE for a very long time. So definitely looking for them to get out of the gate quicker, but the Lightning are just able to gobble up every sort of opportunity that they had. And now another open net is going to be here for the Lightning. And sorry, I took that from you, but they finally put that one away, and now the Lightning are up 2 against the Eclipse here.
Yeah, it's a great cleanup from Wakit to make sure this ball goes in. Vitaly just couldn't get the air on it to get up to the ball and clear it away. It's now, well, we talked about that risk going down 2-0. Lightning coming out pretty strong here. And it's kind of weird because we kind of talked about where they are not being in playoff contention. Another save from Skina comes out for the time being, but these teams have flipped records. We'll hold the phone on that one. Adocad comes through again, and it's going to be a goal this time.
Yeah, the Eclipse finally starting to get something going here. Just a weak sort of touch on the ball there from the Lightning. Both players stuck in the corner, no one in the net, and that's going to be an easy goal here for the Eclipse, starting to make their comeback now.
At 3 minutes to go, still plenty of times to score any goals. There could be a second just like that off the kickoff. AutoCAD doing it well.
Yeah, blink and you miss it, and we've got ourselves a tie game. AutoCAD puts in, I believe that was what, his second goal here. Kind of doing all of the heavy lifting here for the Eclipse. Vitaly, the 20 salary on the team. You definitely are going to be looking for him to step up in the next, well, 2 minutes or 3 minutes here, and then in the remainder of the series. He is definitely a very skilled player, so look for him to start making an impact later on here.
Well, it looked like Skeena wanted to have the eyes on them for a moment, but it's a dangerous thing when we talk about things like ceiling shots and freestyles. You kind of take yourself out of the play, but Lightning are able to get away with it so far. Vitaly finds himself backwards once again. They get the lucky dunk on the way out, and this one's played up high to the ceiling. Eclipse have to regroup, but it looks like Waka going to have the next touch on this one to move it in field. They get it over Vitaly. It's great patience from the Eclipse, and Otto gets this one away. Skeena off the sidewall. Vitaly, they find themselves pushed up so often, but this time around they're able to get a solid clear and a shot on net this time, and it's in! What happened to the Lightning's defense?
I think one said to the other, hey, you got that right, and then there was silence afterwards as that ball just floated right down the middle and in. I do want to point out one thing really quickly here. The Lightning, every touch they had in that last little exchange, every single ball went behind an Eclipse player. We saw them having to half flip back into position, and if they can keep those passes up and be a little bit more aggressive at their positioning, I think that they definitely have a good shot, at least in this game here.
Yeah, and the Eclipse are no stranger to the way they're supposed to play the game, like we talked about. Totally flipped record 26-14 against the Lightning's 14-26, I believe, were the numbers there, but they are just complete opposites, but Lightning can take it to the Eclipse, so props to them, but we'll see how long they can last. Right now they find themselves down a goal, and Vitaly wants to continue an attack, but Skeena gets the block away. I think Eclipse are starting to warm up to the way the Lightning choose to play themselves, but Walkett pulls this one up high over the top of Vitaly now with Skeena. Otto waiting back. Has to avoid a ceiling bounce here. It's kind of awkward read, but they get a pinch off the defender, and another shot comes in. It's wide to the right. Unfortunate, but they still kind of got a goal to work with here. Vitaly tried to make it 2. Didn't get the dunk after. It's another missed shot and missed opportunity from Eclipse.
Very good save coming from Wakikar there to keep that one out, and that's going to be a shot on target. Vitaly, low boost, makes the save. The Lightning, they definitely need to get some things going here, but they are looking really good compared to what I thought was going to be happening in this game.
Oh, I'm right there with you. Did not expect this at all, but Walkett going to get shut down by Vitaly. Bumped out of the air, trying to set something fancy up, but Eclipse, they're moving down the field. Looking for the demo is Otto. They get one. It's a drop down from Vitaly, blocked by Walkett, but it's an open net for the Eclipse to possibly score secure game 1.
Yeah, and you saw Wakikar there, weary of that demo that took out Skeena, and Skeena just not able to get that respawn back in time. The Eclipse seeming to be too much here for the Lightning, starting to pull away here at the end.
Yeah, but 40 seconds to go. Lightning could at least get one for the road, but it seems a little unlikely. Actually, I could take it back. Skeena, though, had a whiff off the pass from downfield. Otto continues the push into the mid lines, and they want to get a dribble over the top. It goes over past one. Walk it back for the save. It's back to the wall this time. They want to clear it out, and they do so. Carrying it down. They miss the second touch. It's another open net opportunity for Eclipse to capitalize on. Very risky and questionable decision from Wakikar.
Yeah, and if you're going to be pushed up into those positions where one little touch over your head is going to be a goal, you really need to be quicker to the ball, and Vitaly is one of the quickest players that we're ever going to see in MLE and Premier League, and you got to get up pretty early in the morning to beat him to a ball is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I agree with you totally there, but 7 seconds tick away on the clock. Eclipse have now secured game 1. Strong showing. It took them a second to warm up, but they get it done. That's game 1 to Eclipse.
Yeah, slow start from the Eclipse, but they're able to pull out the win by 2 goals. Maybe what the Lightning were doing toward the end of that ball, or into the ball game, was maybe be a little bit too aggressive, a little bit more pushed out, trying to get that equalizing goal. So it's probably not as bad as it looks for the Lightning here. Is the gist of that. They definitely showed that they can play well with the Eclipse. It's just a matter of taking advantage of that fast start that they had, keeping themselves ahead and trying to keep Vitaly bottled up. We saw he didn't get the first 2 goals, but he ended up sort of putting them over the hump, getting them past the Lightning. So definitely a player to watch for the Lightning and for us in general. He bottled him up, and I think that the Lightning are going to have a lot better of a shot.
Yeah, I agree with you entirely there. Lightning, they had so much momentum like we were talking about in the very beginning. They got 2 goals pretty much right out of the gate, and it led to some early successes. They just weren't able to hold on to it. Eclipse kind of figured them out, and there's a thing we like to talk about called adaptability. And yes, you might have seen it on YouTube before, but adaptability is so important. If you can notice patterns in the way the other team is playing, which I'm sure is what Eclipse did, because they figured them out come halftime, and they're looking to do the same thing again, but it's so important. And now we have to see if the Lightning are able to bounce back in the same way that Eclipse were able to do in the last half of that game.
Yeah, and I think the thing for the Eclipse to watch, or rather the Lightning to watch out for, is that last little thing that I said at the end of that first game. If they're going to be pushed up, they have to be challenging the ball. They have to be beating Vitali and AutoCAD to the ball. Otherwise, they're going to get beat every single time. That ball is just going to be a little doink over their heads and in.
Ooh, backflip there from Skeena, a little dodgy on the defensive end, but they've got control now. Dodged one defender, but it's blocked by the next attacker. Walkett takes it into AutoCAD, who's got a bit of an opportunity to pass it down to their teammate. They look to make it. It's a whiff, an easy clear for Skeena to deal with. They've got low boost, but they make a shot on an open net from Eclipse. It didn't look like much time was bought for either of the defenders, and it results in a goal.
Yeah, and I really think that that goal is a result of that corner boost. We saw it on the Lightning half. Just every single player that passed it did not pick it up, including Vitali, who was the one that was back for that shot. Not having that boost caused him to be out of position to make that save. And now the Lightning, again, starting off strong, getting a 1-goal lead here.
We'll see if they're able to hold it. We talked about Eclipse kind of having them figured out. They've got a game plan going in, but it doesn't last long. Vitali puts the equalizer in.
Yeah, Vitali doesn't control this ball very long. 1 touch off the wall, 1 touch in, and that is a great, quick little wrist shot from Vitali, getting that one in the top bar of the goal, and that's going to be a quick tie-up of this game.
It was a little bit of a slapper into the side of the net, but this one goes up high for AutoCAD, who's got some control and boost to work with over the back of Walkett, and it goes in, an impressive carry from AutoCAD.
Yeah, tight angle on this ceiling shot here from AutoCAD. Or I thought he was off the ceiling. Never mind. Whoa. Just off the wall. Able to get that touch past both Lightning players. Very clean indeed from the Eclipse.
That's just impressive to watch. You always love to see those shots coming from the ceiling, putting your nose right on it, shell facing the camera, looking like, hey, look at me go. And says the same thing from Walkett. Look at me go. I tie this game quick.
Wow, right off the kickoff. That was such a fast shot. AutoCAD just a little bit too wide. A split-second decision to turn a little bit earlier would have maybe kept that one out, but not able to do it is AutoCAD. We've got ourselves a tie game again.
And this is why I love Premier League so much. They're always so close, high-scoring games. Surprisingly, you think everybody's got it figured out. Speaking of scoring, there's Skeena again. Lightning take the lead.
Yeah, normally I don't know. AutoCAD didn't mean to get that demo, but I'm not sure exactly what happened after that. You take one player off the field, you've only got one left to worry about. That one player was able to score 2v1, so definitely great play coming from the Lightning here.
Yeah, I mean, come luck or not, they'll take those. Any lead that they can get, especially going up against a team like Eclipse. Flick gonna get blocked off the demo, propelling the ball in an unfortunate direction. Wakika almost found themselves on the end of another shot, but they meet themselves off the pass from Skeena, left side. Pass to the back wall, where Vitali will meet it and carry it out. Has a good, strong clear, using their flip well off the back wall. Skeena looks for the demo. They scared AutoCAD. It looked a little bit spooky there, but Vitali gets this one out. Skeena playing it back in, and it's over the head of the last defender. 2v1 situation, blocked and handled well by AutoCAD. It's a strange way, the way that they're rotating on defense, but they're able to make it happen, take some risks, and get away with it.
Yeah, they're taking some risks, and it hasn't quite hurt them to the extent that it normally does. Ooh, wow. Very close shot there from Vitali, nearly slotting that ceiling shot in from the very tight angle above the goal. But yeah, they've taken risks, haven't really got punished for anything quite yet, as we see them put another shot on goal, and that one's gonna be in. Tie ball game once again. Am I ever gonna get tired of saying that?
I don't think I will, but AutoCAD comes out with a strong one. You'll love to see it if you're an Eclipse fan. The tie game quickly comes out. Lightning, I think they're kind of struggling a little bit when it comes to buying time for the other teammate. They might make a risky challenge, but they kind of have to, and sometimes it just doesn't go well. And at this level, you got to be so consistent. It's how you get into Grand Champ in the first place. The more consistent you are, the higher you're going to be in climbing those ranks. And that's what it all pretty much comes down to. You can get punished, but there's another shot going towards net, almost dangerous for Eclipse. It's back in from Lightning, but AutoCAD gets the clear.
Yeah, and not only is it about consistency, but it's about risk management. What risks are you willing to take to score the ball? Are you willing to put yourself out of position? Are you willing to go for a challenge that maybe is a little bit... oh my
like
goodness.
That one. Like that
yeah, exactly. Exactly. My point made perfectly right there.
Vitaly underneath one defender. Check out the filth on these wheels. Gets the demo from the teammate. Carries it under, dropped it off their nose, and rolled it in the rest of the way. Wow.
That is what you call pulling the chair out from your opponent. Wow. Lightning player, can't remember who it was, and that's probably for good reason, not able to get that read. Yeah, they were just out of frame, and that ball was just into the net easily.
Well, Skino wanted to do the exact same thing off of a demo play this time, but Vitaly finding themselves backwards again. Good recovery to turn it back around. Lightning not pushed in far enough, allowing Vitaly to take this one downfield. They're demoed out for their efforts as they made their way downtown, but Skina pops it up high. Dunk by AutoCAD into the ground. Walkit up for this one. We haven't seen much of Walkit. I just realized it's like the first time I've said his name in a few minutes. It's kind of scary to not see so much presence equally from the Lightning.
Yeah, a little bit scary here, but Walkit definitely known in MLE as a player that can put shots on, and that one is almost in. AutoCAD with a miraculous save on the goal line there.
Well, Vitaly has to race back once again, finding themselves so awkward, needing the half flip to get back into position. Skina drop down, block. What an incredible save from Vitaly. Shot it again. AutoCAD gets the clear away and avoids the danger. Savage and clean demo from Lightning, but they've still got shots to defend from AutoCAD. Might 1v2 this situation, but Walkit bails their team out of it. Wants to cut in on a bounce dribble. It's 50'd away off the first defender. So many times, I don't know how Vitaly's able to do it. Pinch though, over towards net. Walkit's got to make this one away, but like I was gonna say, Vitaly, like we've talked about already and kind of gotten on their case for, is being backwards so many times and got to get those turnarounds, but I'm not even sure how they make it work.
Yeah, they're making it work somehow, and you asked for more Walkit car, and you're getting it. Saves on one end and shots on goal on the other. He is putting it all out on the line right now as they try to get this game tied up here.
And they were looking for a pass connection, the Lightning were, but AutoCAD beat one out. It's off the post and saved back to the left side from Skina. What a way to avoid danger. They've got one more opportunity. Shut down immediately on the push out. AutoCAD puts it in and puts this game away in the same scoreline.
A final second dagger here for the Eclipse. Man, oh man, it really looked like the Lightning were going to get this game tied up. Now, that hope is all but lost. It looks like the Eclipse are going to take game 2. Lightning's still not out of the series. They have played extremely well against these Eclipse players. It's just something that they need to get that next level that these Eclipse players seem to be able to reach that they haven't yet.
Yeah, we talked about it. It was the same thing we just saw in Game 1. Lightning, they play one way, and Eclipse, they adapt. But I think where Lightning struggle is they don't adapt after that. They're just like, okay, we want to play this way, and that's what we've been able to do, so we're just going to continue to do it. We show our play style first, we play that way for the entirety of the game, and that's the mistake. Playing it for the entire duration, you can't do that, because once Eclipse adjust, you've got to adjust yourself. You have to make the change in order to keep going and hold on to that lead. They were only able to score one more goal in the rest of the game after their 2-0 lead was taken. But we see the same ending in Game 2 from the Eclipse.
Yeah, and it's something that you mentioned, not hearing Wakikar's name. And I'm almost positive that he's not actually listening to stream while the game is going on. That would just kind of be, I feel like that's self-defeating, distracting, however you want to phrase it. But it seemed like as soon as you mentioned his name, he started to turn it on. And if he is playing the way that he did at the last minute or last 2 minutes of that game, these guys are going to be very, very dangerous to contend with, especially given that we needed to see them adapt, and that didn't happen. And just that aggressive, quick playstyle we saw from Rocket at the end of the game is definitely a way that they could adapt coming into this third game.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for it. I'm going to find what's that special sauce that's going to be for the Lightning to last the rest of the game. We've got to find it out, but here we go in game number 3. Eclipse sitting on series point here. But regardless of outcome, we will play all 5 games. That's just how we do it here at Minor League Esports. Vitaly misses their flip off the ceiling there, but Skina passed it back. No, it's over the top of their head. AutoCAD's shot goes wide, just barely, but it's put up high off the backboard. Skina beats Vitaly, and it's a breakaway counterattack for Lightning. Wakaka looking to swing back in. They don't get there in time. AutoCAD, great quickness. Get this one out. Pass connection shut down by Skina. It's back out for Vitaly on the right wall. Another good beat by the Lightning. Able to keep pressure on so far, but it's a strong clear. They've got to defend. What a dunk from... Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
What?
From the ceiling, just denied the clearance, and Skina gonna open up the scoring for the Lightning again. Lightning jumping up to an early lead in this game. We've seen that in the first 2 games. Now this third one, let's see. This time, is it gonna be the time that they hold the lead and take the win?
Oh, that's a strong shot up the crossbar. They found it on the way down, but it stayed on the goal line. Skina picks up a second goal.
Wakaka, with a little bit of help from his teammate, able to put this one in. Wow, I thought that one was just going to be in all on its own. Vitaly nearly got that save, but luckily for the Lightning, Skina very, very aware of the situation, able to put that one home.
I think that's the luckiest goal we've seen all night. What a frustrating situation it must be for Vitaly, coming so close, doing everything they could, but just kind of getting cheated out of it. The physics just proving too strong, but they want some revenge on Skina. Wanted to fake him out. It's a pinch away, cleared to the right wall. AutoCAD waits backfield on the shadow defense. Skina gets dunked, and it's another shot Wakaka was expecting. This is what I picked out. I've been watching them the whole game, and it comes from this. Too much trust in the teammate. Position yourself across for the cherry pick, hoping that they get that pass over. But you find yourselves overcommitted after AutoCAD gets a strong clear, and this is where Eclipse start to turn things around.
Yeah, and I'm sure that every single Rocket League player in the chat is always hopeful that their teammate is going to be able to get that pass over to them, but more times than not, we see what just happened on the field, where they just end up getting dunked, and you've got an open net on the other side, and that is very unfortunate to see here for the Lightning, giving up the lead. Well, giving up some of their lead. They still got it.
Oh yeah.
For the time being.
Well, Vitaly wants to change it for the time being. Was about to be time closing in. AutoCAD misses their shot from the corner, and Skina back on the takeout. Vitaly over the head of one. This time it's a turn of the tables. It's a shot wide. AutoCAD places it back in, and it goes all the way. The bouncer shot in.
Wakaka almost gets the pre-jump save here. Not quite able to get into position. Skina flying off of the little joint in the goal there, not able to get the velocity and altitude needed to get that save. Tie ball game here once again for the Lightning.
Well, I was talking about with the tables being turned there. Hold on a second. We'll wait another moment. AutoCAD comes in again. And like we said, that was the point where Eclipse start to turn things around, and Wakaka just found themselves under the play, and it's a clean pass for Eclipse to score with.
Yeah, and this is the same story that we've seen time and time again, or at least these first 3 games. The Eclipse able to just mount comeback after comeback, and the Lightning have to figure something out. They look so good in the start of the game, and it's just they need to find, like you said, that special sauce. They need to figure out what it's gonna be. And what a read from Skina, able to put that one on the short side of the post.
Well, here's some special sauce for you. Skina saucing it up, gets the unexpected touch off the backboard. Totally caught AutoCAD off guard, and we have ourselves a tied game, but there's almost no doubt in my mind that Eclipse are going to be able to score 2 more, and we see the game end in the same way we've seen it before. AutoCAD missed the dunk off the back wall, and Skina, unfortunate pass in front of net. Vitaly couldn't get it in. What a save. How unlucky. Vitaly getting cheated out of nearly everything, but here's a pass opportunity shut down for the Lightning, but my goodness, I don't even know how Lightning are able to escape these attacks unscathed.
Well, and I want to also point out Vitali with the perfect read on that pass. That was a huge all-or-nothing play. Wakakar going to have a chance to get ahead here. Going to be just off target, but man, oh man, this is really starting to ramp up here.
Oh, for sure, Wakaka wanted that placement. AutoCAD almost found a triple touch, but it's going to stay and linger by the right post. Wakaka takes it real slow now. It's popped up high, and AutoCAD gets to clear away. It's a slow one, though, so it's easy for Skina to control. A little risky taking it in front of net, but nothing that the Lightning can't handle. Wakaka already has the clear down the other way, and AutoCAD gets this one off the corner, takes it for a carry on their own. Blocked by Skina, 50 out to the left side. Vitali has a strong clear over the head of Wakaka, who's pushed up too far again, getting robbed by the post. What's wrong with Vitali today, man?
Yeah, Vitali not able to put that one on. He had the entire net to shoot at. Essentially, Wakakar being out of position just puts it straight off the post. Unfortunate to see, but hey, we still got a tie ball game and overtime looming for both of these teams.
Minute and 20 to go. Wakaka push it in quickly off the left corner, goes off the ceiling, waterfall down for Vitali. No, it's cleared by AutoCAD, and Skina plays it off the corner, but it's going to go right into the hands of Eclipse. Flicked by Vitali, put up high. And now the Lightning await this next touch. AutoCAD, their shot not going to be contested whatsoever, but Skina moves back the other way. Vitali gets it past one. Wants the demo, maybe a shot. It's pinched out off the clear from Wakaka. AutoCAD already back in to the midfield, but nobody home for a pass reception. Wakaka, though, maybe no. Skina doesn't find him. It's a shot downfield. Vitali clears away to the corner, and Skina's back in off the right wall. AutoCAD, strong clear up high, out of the reach of Lightning. Great placement from all these clears. Both teams able to find some empty space to put the ball away into. It's a 1v2 situation for Lightning, and they're able to handle it pretty darn well. Wakaka, like we said, we want to see more of them, and we see plenty of them on defense. Here's another pass. Maybe we see some from offense. It's a shot out, but it's immediately intercepted and shot by Vitali. Unfortunate the way this pass play played out.
Yeah, and I like the idea there from Wakakar, but Skina too low on boost to get a good follow-up on that pass down from Wakakar, and that is just going to be... Vitali is not going to mess up that shot. He put that one in, and it is another lead lost here from the Lightning.
Oh, and an unfortunate whiff there from Wakaka. We talk about consistency. AutoCAD puts this one up high off the backboard. It's a demo onto Vitali. Opens back up the field. Maybe Lightning have a chance here. Blocked by Vitali, and it goes away to the corner. Still 5 seconds, though. It's a shot over the top of one. Blocked by the second, and it should hit the floor unless Skina had something to say about it. They don't, though. Eclipse, clean sweep 3-0, but still 2 more games to come.
Yeah, we're going to play all 5 games because we are MLE and we play the 5 games all in total. We need to see what is going to be happening with the player standings and team standings and all that kind of stuff. But man, oh man, these games are getting better and better. The Lightning just so close on this game to getting the win, that little push that they needed. I thought after Skina hit that ridiculous shot off the corner that something clicked, something was going to change for him, but not quite able to overcome the Eclipse. And we've got 2 more games. They've got 2 more games left to sort of make a statement, sort of get that little morale boost that we all sort of think that teams need or that are looking for in these positions. So we'll see if they can do it going forward, but they have looked really, really good, and they've gotten close at least.
Yeah, and it's definitely closer this time around. Maybe a 1-goal differential. Not as much pressure as we want to see from the Lightning, but they're trying. They're trying to create opportunities. However, the main problem that I'm seeing is they overcommit on these passing opportunities. Sometimes the pass is a little sloppy, and like we saw near the end there, one of the Lightning players just wasn't able to get it out in an effective space, and Vitali took total advantage, completely prevented overtime as well, and it's the reason that Eclipse were able to run away with Game 3 and get the series sweep.
Yeah, and again, a little quiet from Wakakar, not able to have as much presence as he did in the final 2 minutes of, what was it, Game 2 or Game 3? I can't remember at this point, but not quite able to have that presence that we saw from him. And here we go again, same story. These players are at least sticking to the script. Lightning go up ahead first, and then the Eclipse overcome them and take over the lead and win the game.
It's a great way. Sorry to cut you off there. You go ahead.
No worries. But if we see Wackett step up, I think that is the best opportunity that the Lightning have going forward in the series.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, but it was a great way to catch the Eclipse off guard. They knew how just awkward and low boost AutoCAD was after the kickoff. Able to catch him off guard. Skina try to get it past the defender, but it's a dribble back the other way. Little 90-degree flick. It's blocked just barely by Walk. It's sent back in by Vitaly off the crossbar. Double whip from Lightning back in. There's AutoCAD finally for the finish.
Man, those are tough to read. I know it, but if you just are a little bit more patient, if you're either Skina or Wakikar, you get that clear and probably a goal on the other end. Now we've got ourselves a tie ball game once again.
Preach it, Mobags. I'm all over what you are putting down right now. Saying, like, it's something I talk about with my coaching, especially in Foundation League and Academy League. The one biggest tip I have is stay grounded. Now, what does that mean? It means obviously stay grounded, stay on the floor, but you have to spend an extra millisecond or two thinking about your next decision. You can't just dive in for it all the time. If you stay down low, you kind of open up the door a little bit for the opponents to make the mistake first, and you just kind of wait for it. But they're Lightning. They got caught off guard on the defensive end. One person went, and then the other didn't trust that they had the save, and they rushed it. They didn't think. They thought that there was going to be a miss, and then there kind of was, but there kind of wasn't. It was really strange, very confusing, and it cost Lightning.
Yeah, and just to offer a counterpoint to your stay grounded point, in Premier League, the margins are so thin that you really do have to make these decisions in a split second if you want to be the team that's winning. And we've seen the Eclipse are able to make those decisions, and the Lightning, we've seen the decisions that they've made at split second moments have just fallen a little bit short, and the Eclipse are able to take advantage.
And it's even a sloppier balance in Master League, especially as we were watching the Franchise Cup not too long ago. There were teams where they just wanted to make those decisions so quick, and they played a little quicker than what they were comfortable with, and it seemed to me like that could have been a possible problem for the Lightning. But we're back in it, though. Skina's got an attack downfield, wants to pass over to Wakika, but they don't get it. Pinch back in over all the way where Skina kind of gonna ditch this one, leave it for the corner, and Vitaly gets dunked. Skina over the top. It's a lucky clear for AutoCAD, and Wakika takes it back to their own half. Very dangerous. Vitaly pinch across.
Ooh.
Very, very obscure placement for the Lightning to put that right in front of their net like that, being so vulnerable. But once again, they get away with it, and Wakika gets the clear. Here's a pass connection to Skina. They've rushed it, though. We talked about those split-second margins, so small, and they rush it again. Wakika, though, gets a strange flick scooping over the top of the defender, and it's so crazy. There's a lot of kind of luck involved in these drives, and there's not too much raw mechanical skill that I think we're seeing.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a little bit of a looser game, I would say, compared to the first three. These teams are kind of, I think they're sort of coming into their own, and they're just sort of not messing about necessarily, but taking it a little bit slower than maybe they were initially. As we see Skina put a great pass into the middle, and Wakikar is going to bury that one. AutoCAD nowhere in the right realm to get that save. That's going to be a great goal here for the Lightning.
Well, it stems from right there. Vitaly wanted to overcommit a little bit. They didn't think that the Lightning would get that pass across them. They find themselves pushed out too far, expected their teammate to cover up for them and get the pass out so they could get a counterattack, but it was the kryptonite from the Lightning that struck Eclipse and cost them, and Lightning take the lead with one goal at the moment. Wakika wants to make it two. They got the carry, faking it out a little bit on the touches there. Not so much contact that the physics engine will give to them, and Skina catches it on the floor. Vitaly shot over, blocked. A shot in from AutoCAD. Oh, the savage demos and physical play from the Eclipse tie this game up.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Vitaly, knowing how to follow that play up, takes out the defender. Skina had no idea that their teammate wasn't going to be there to make that save. They thought it was a done deal. Like, oh, yeah, GG, I'm going to make this save, or you're going to make this save. Vitaly has other plans for the Lightning and is able to just erase the defender from the field.
And Vitaly also gets a pass out here. It's blocked by Skina, and AutoCAD puts it right back into Skina. Pass over to Wakika. Maybe no, they take the shot for their own off the left post, and a clear from AutoCAD keeps it up high for the time being. But it's a strong, powerful one down the pipe and in. Just like that, leads bouncing back and forth all over the place.
Yeah, and that is definitely the way to take the wind out of the sails of the Lightning. Man, they had a sure goal, just a little bit off on the open net attempt, and just like that, I almost said CL, the Eclipse go ahead and take themselves another leading game forward. Doesn't matter what game it is, what the situation is, they're going to come out on top, because that's That's just what's written in the script. That's the script they have, and that's what they're following.
Yep, they're doing a pretty good job out of it. AutoCAD almost had it over the top of one defender. Vitaly with a ground pinch, though. Double commit from Lightning, very dangerous to do. It gives Eclipse some space, but they're going to rush it. Gets a demo. It's a 2v1 situation. Vitaly on an open net. I thought it was questionable, but it turns out it's just 200 IQ from Eclipse.
Yeah, that was definitely a questionable challenge here from Vitaly, but he had his protractor with him. He knew the angle that he needed to get that one in, and that is insurance here for the Eclipse, able to sort of secure game 4. There's still a chance here for the Lightning, but it's been far and few in between in this game as far as opportunities are concerned for the Lightning.
Yeah, the strategies from Eclipse seem so stupid to us, but they're just way ahead of our time. They know the secret strats. They've traveled to the future. They know what works, and it's working pretty darn well here. With 30 seconds to go, they hold the lead with 2 goals, but Skina wants to change that. Almost got a dribble demo play, but it's a strong clear again by Vitaly. Who else would it be to make it a 5-2 game? Good placement on the touch. Places the ball upon their wheels. Gets a soft one down, top shelf.
Yeah, really, it looked like a flying V formation at that ball. First 2 players in that formation were the Eclipse players. Lightning nowhere in sight. That is not the way to end this game here if you are a Lightning fan. But they put up good opportunities, or rather, they put up good challenges to the Eclipse, just every time falling a little bit short. They've scored first every time, which I think statistically gives them the advantage, but not able to pull through, and that is going to be ball touching on game 4, and the Eclipse are going to take this one.
Well, it's a 4-0 sweep, and unfortunately, I don't think I was able to really pick out much that led to the overall loss of the Lightning in this game. You know, we look for those similar patterns, maybe overcommitting on passes, but it seemed like they just weren't able to capitalize on a lot of the mistakes the Eclipse were making, because it kind of flipped the script a bit, where Eclipse were kind of overcommitting on pass plays, but Lightning were nowhere around. It seems like Lightning have kind of adapted to a passive play style, and I mean, rightfully so. Losing sucks. So in this score line, now being 4-0, you got to wonder what goes into Game 5 and if they risk being swept. And I mean, with the way their record looks, we could be in store for a full 5-0.
It could be a full 5-0, but I'm definitely looking for the Lightning here to just put it all on the line. They've literally got only 1 game left to lose, so why not go out there, try to either A, put on a show, or B, just get the win, because, man, it would feel really good to get that last win. That the last thing that you remember of this series is getting that W against the team that you couldn't quite figure out the first 4 games, but finally figuring it out. I can imagine that would feel pretty good here for the Lightning, so I'm definitely looking for them to stick it to the Eclipse in this final game here.
Yeah, we definitely got to look out for the way that they play, whether they change something up and adapt a whole new play style that we haven't seen in this series, or whether they just, you know, kind of throw it kind of away and do something different, something unpredictable that the Eclipse are not expecting. And that's kind of how you got to play this game. You got to be unpredictable, especially at a level like this. We've talked about it before. Premier League, it's the best of the best that we have here in minor league esports. It could be a kickoff goal for Lightning, but their luck will run out this time off the left post, and Skina gets a pass connection. Maybe they take it for their own flick in front of the face of Eclipse, and that's a way to score first.
I think me and the Eclipse were thinking the same thing. Oh, he's going to pass this. No. Puts the shot on. No one ready for that. And once again, following the script, the Lightning take the lead initially.
They've done it all 5 games now, and just I can't even believe it. I bet they're going to get 2 goals along the way, but I may have just jinxed it. It's a pass. No, it's shut down. Eclipse. They've got some pressure, though, and it looks pretty promising, but Skina puts it away to the left corner, almost over the head of AutoCAD. Wakika passes this one down to the left side, blocked by Vitaly. Wants to double. Spinneroonies all around, but it's blocked again by Skina, who's been all over the place on defense. Good 50 down below. Has an open net to work with, but they didn't get a powerful shot. Vitaly was able to make the clear, get back quick enough. Now they've got boost, scary demos, and what a play! No, it's shut away by Skina. You thought Eclipse were going to do the 200 IQ once more, but instead it's Lightning outsmarting them and holding on to this lead, but they've only done so for about a minute now. Let's see if they can make it 2.
It is possible to be too patient, right? If you're Vitaly, maybe if you're just taking that shot a little bit earlier, you're catching the Lightning off guard rather than trying to be creative or just I don't know, surprising by how long you're taking to take that shot, but it didn't pan out for him, and now Lightning are still ahead in this game.
And here's a dunk, strong 50s out. Just goes in favor of Lightning, though. You thought it looked more in favor of Eclipse, but instead it will keep on moving in the direction of Eclipse. But AutoCAD already has an open net. Ceiling shot off the crossbar. Pass off the crossbar. What a save! What a sequence of events. The Lightning getting away with murder.
The director cam could not keep up with you. So let me hold on 1 second. Okay, I thought we were gonna have a goal there. Let me break down what happened. Shot from AutoCAD, follow-up shot from Vitaly, goal line save from the Lightning. That was insane, and it all happened within a fraction of a second. And now, Lightning add to their lead. Skina putting the Lightning ahead by 2.
Yeah, it's that 2-goal lead, staying true to the script, but man, if we could get a replay after this match, if that is a possibility, we need to see that save again, because the way that played out, oh my gosh, Eclipse get robbed again, but there's still confidence. They're strong off a 4-0 victory so far, and they are so close to a 5-0, but they've got 2 goals to climb back from. AutoCAD with a flick to the left side of the wall, and it's a pass back. Vitaly wasn't ready for it. There's those backflips and half flips we talked about seeing. They find themselves backwards, but they're able to just get it done. Floater over and in. Vitaly puts Eclipse on the board first. Now it's within 1.
Vitaly able to half flip back, get into position. Lightning are so far pushed up, it's not even an option. They're not even close to being able to get back to this one, and now they find themselves losing a lead once again. The Eclipse are back within 1, and they have plenty of time to get this game tied up.
Yeah, we've seen it so many times before. It's around this time, halftime, that the Eclipse really start to turn on the Jets. And no, that's not a mix-up of franchise. That's just what they're doing. A demo from Wakaka opens up the defensive end for Lightning. And Skina's got all the time in the world to do something with this. They look for the air dribble carry. They want the flip reset. Oh, yeah, they do. They get it over. Oh! Skina.
And Skina shocks the Eclipse with this goal. That is absolutely ridiculous. Got the flip reset so early on the ball that I don't even know. I think they jumped off of the ball and then flipped into it. That was just absolutely absurd if you're the Eclipse. You're not expecting that whatsoever.
That absurd setup and just abstract execution. It took so long. They were just hoping the ball would fall on them, but the setup was so perfect off the first touch. They were able to get the ball to land on all 4 wheels, get the flip reset, and make it happen. But man, it's got to be like the most scuffed flip reset I've seen. But it might be another goal from Lightning. Oh no, they missed the open net. But it looks like Wakaka is running away with this game for Lightning.
This is the biggest lead we've seen for the Lightning. They have never had a 3-goal lead at any point in any of these games. This is definitely the ultimate form that we were missing from the Lightning in the first 4 games. I really wish that it could have come out and said hello a little bit earlier, but we'll take it in Game 5 if not at all.
Yeah, but a minute 40 to go. Don't sleep on the Eclipse. We know what they're capable of. What a save from Skina.
Oh my.
How do you read that? It just drops on in front of you. You're like, yeah, that's no problem. I can do this. And it just goes out of the net. Lightning are getting away with everything on the goal line.
Wow, that was an incredible stop. That's the second such stop that we've seen. Maybe I think this is possibly the third. This is going to be a runner straight in. No player able to respawn in time. And Skina extending the lead. 1 minute left to go. And the Lightning poised to take this 5th game.
Well, Run Forrest runs, and Skina, they took this ball all the way, rolled it up slowly, and now I think they might have just taken this game. It's a 4-goal lead. We didn't think they'd be able to do this and that it would swing in their favor so drastically, but maybe what we were talking about before Game 5 started was that idea that you could totally construct a brand new playstyle that the Eclipse aren't familiar with, but Vitaly trying to get a flip reset. And Wakaka with another savage save, keeping Eclipse out of the net. Skina maybe wants the strongest double you've ever seen, but it's blocked by Vitaly. My goodness. Yeah, it's what you were talking about as well. Just putting on a show, going for those highlight reel shots. Lightning are pulling everything out. And it's a shame they didn't have the confidence to do this earlier on in the series, but I'm all for it. It feels like we're in a house match right now.
Yeah, both teams reaching deep into the bag of tricks and looking to pull something off that's just incredible as we see Wakikar off the ceiling, not enough boost to follow it up, but this is definitely the most, well, not the most exciting game. We've had closer games and whatnot, but definitely the closest that we've been to getting something I would consider a play of the week.
Oh yeah, for sure. Vitaly, one last opportunity to get a go for the road, but they got a 4-1 victory for the road to show for this entire series. Autocut, one last clear, goes off the lip of the wall, but Lightning, they get one. They're able to go home a little happier than they thought they were originally going to go for. Great job to make those adjustments in the last game. GG's all around. Excuse me, I, for some reason, I've developed hiccups, and I have no excuse for it, and I have no pun for it. My apologies.
That is all right. It is eclipsed by your great casting on that match, so don't even worry about it.
So there's a door over there. I'm thinking about taking that exit, but anyways, what a series from Lightning and Eclipse. Premier League action, always so much fun to watch, so much fun to be a part of. I'm glad we could share this experience, but we still got more action mode bags. We've got Champion League coming up with the same teams, just a little bit of a lower tier, but nonetheless, it's going to be incredible action, so don't go anywhere. More minor league esports coming at you.